What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of not-so-indie games, we're going to be playing Aliens Dark Descent. I know normally I cover indie games, but I don't care in this case. I'm a giant Aliens fan. I always have been. I've always been a fan of Aliens. I've always been a fan of Predator and the Yautja. I've always been a fan of the Colonial Marines. I've read the comic book since I was a kid from Dark Horse, and so this is one of those cookie jars that I just can't keep my hand out of. I'm going to play it, and it's going up on the channel. I don't care. We're going to do about 45 minutes of first impressions here today. This is not a full review of the game. This is just, I'm hitting the first 45 minutes. I'm going to point out things that I see, that I like, I don't like, and then we're going to do a sweep of the options at the end of the video. I am playing on the PC platform here today, and there is a link listed down for you in the description if you see something you like in this video. On top of that, you can also find a link to my Discord and my Twitch stream. Pretty solid chance I'm going to be streaming this over the course of the week after the video comes out. I don't stream on Mondays when this video will be live, but I do stream on Tuesday through Thursday, so there you go. Let's go ahead and dive on in without wasting any further time. We'll put everything on just whatever the median difficulty is, since I figure that'll probably be the point at which most players will jump on in. Aliens Dark Descent is a difficult game with unique gameplay. Take your time reading the tutorial. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble.
Please be mindful of docking bay protocol at all times. Wayland Utah, building better worlds.
All vessels, be advised. Due to local storms, we currently have no contact with Lethe. Just hold tight until planetfall. We'll guide you as long as we're in range. USS Otago from Pioneer Control. All transit corridors show green. You are cleared to begin proving trials. Try not to hit the planet. Over.
Can't guarantee that, Pioneer Control, but we'll see what we can do. Over and out.
Alright, so here's what ended up happening. The tutorial for this game, so you have 1 minute of tutorial gameplay and 5 minutes of video for about 30 minutes straight, I guess. My time clock says 29 minutes in between when we watched the last video and also when we got control of our Marine squad. So normally, while I would avoid doing something like this in the course of making a video, editing out lots of like important thematic stuff, there wouldn't be any gameplay in my YouTube video if we just went uncut. So what we're gonna do today...
Just keep it moving and watch those corners.
It's planetary quarantine. Nothing in, nothing out.
Sounds like a real party.
So basically, here's all you need to know about the storyline. A terrorist agent or some kind of rogue actor released a whole bunch of xenomorphs on this station. Those xenomorphs got on board a ship called the Bentonville, which was headed for planet Lethe. We did a quarantine protocol. The quarantine protocol killed pretty much everything in the system to avoid it getting to the planet. And now, we are one administrator and 3 space marines that are or 3 colonial marines that are left over trying to get the hell off the station. That's roughly the story. I just condensed 30 minutes of cinematics into kind of like a sentence. So let's get this thing moving. As far as gameplay is concerned, the game controls exactly as you would expect an RTS to control. If you watched me earlier this week play Shadow Gambit, very similar to that. You have a top-down view on the overall arena of play. You right-click, your squad moves in cohesion. I haven't got to move the squad individually yet, like tell one person to go over here and cover that angle, another person to go over there, but I assume it's coming. By holding down left-click, we can turn on flashlights, and your flashlight actually follows your mouse, meaning that much like in the movies, you are unable to cover anything other than one given angle at a time. Like, if you're looking in one direction with a flashlight, you aren't looking in another direction, which I think is probably going to add some tension to the overall experience. For right now, let's stick to the objective and try to figure out how the hell we're going to get off this station. Inside of here, I don't see any lootable bodies or anything that's interactable inside the tutorial. They did make it clear that you would be doing some killing floor style stuff, meaning looting dead bodies, finding welders, welding doors shut, and creating corridors through which you could funnel the aliens. So I'm guessing at some point the gameplay is going to get pretty intense. For right now, we're just going to kind of like walk in silence and be terrified, I guess. That door is closed. You can tell from the lights on it. They explain this in the tutorial. Anything that has red is not going to be accessible, or you need a key, or you need to manually open it. Anything with a green is an auto door, which is something you want to keep in mind. It's going to open without your interaction when it senses you're close, meaning it may allow aliens in. So you kind of want to cover green doors whenever you're around. Like this guy right here is a dangerous green door. Let's get everybody moving. Looks like maybe a bar or a lounge or something. No, there's beds over there. So this is personal quarters. Fancy personal quarters. There's also, if you see those green dots right there, those are cover spots. Since the aliens don't use ranged attacks, I'm not exactly sure why we would need a cover spot. I'm sure the game will make it apparent, because even in the tutorial, it was a very relevant mechanic that they forced you to play around, and it was mostly used for line of sight and hiding. It actually felt like the game didn't want me to fight very much, which is probably good. We've all seen the movies. We know what happens to colonial marines.
Hey, Sarge. Eyes ahead. Something's coming.
Harper? We've got movement.
Okay, so the motion tractor will indicate any moving entities inside of a 60-meter radius. Okay. Let's go kill it. It looks like maybe we go around the back, assuming there's no fire. No, there is fire. Can I cut through? Oh, I can cut through there. Okay. We were already in here, actually. Let's cut through here. And this is like, what, a cafeteria? Yeah, this is like a mess hall. All right. Let's keep her moving. We do have like this cool little wireframe scanner over here that tells you the layout of the entire area. Since we are Weyland-Yutani employees, we would have access to this. It's probably a working Joe or something would be my guess. Like, they're not going to let me spray down an alien this early in the terrifying space adventure. That's right, put the civvy out front. That's always the best way to do it. All right, here we go. Eyes up.
Manning? Where are you going?
It's not safe here! It's not! Damn straight, but we'll get you out. No, you don't understand. It's here. It's here! Light it up!
Okay, your Marines are trained to automatically open fire, but you cannot fire while running. All right, magged up them. Let's go. Get some for the Colonial Marine. Oh, he ran off. We didn't get him.
That thing's still out there.
I don't know if there's like a key or anything I can hold down to see lootables. In the tutorial, there was like lootables around that you could play around with, like different utilities you could use to like seal off doors and whatnot. Maybe we're not there yet.
Take him out! Use a grenade!
All right, let's use a grenade then. So our Marines have access to special skills. One of those special skills, Granata. Hell yeah. All right, command points are a resource that can be spent in order to use skills. They refill over time until max cap is reached. Gotcha. Can I tell everybody to reload? Because, like, I have, like, 8 bullets missing from each of my guns, but R isn't really doing anything right now, so I don't actually know how to reload. I mean, one of my guys looked like they were going to reload.
Punch it!
All right, let's go.
Tracker's lighting up!
All right, set for suppressing fire and check your targets!
All right, which way are they coming from? Suppressive fire. So we can do suppressive fire down here. A Marine will cover a selected area. Within this area, enemies move at 70% of initial speed. Firing rate is doubled, but as a counterpart, accuracy is reduced. Needs to be manually canceled to end.
Getting closer! Closer!
Wait for my order. Steady. Steady.
Is it a working Joseph?
Daniel! Daniel, is that you?
Administrator Hayes, where are you going?
We're getting to safety, Daniel. Please, come with us.
I'm afraid I can't permit that. Cerberus protocols are in effect.
I know, but we can't stay. It's not safe.
The protocols are clear. Nothing in, nothing out. I'm sorry, Administrator Hayes.
See, this is why you never trust an android in an alien nebulous property.
Bring it down! What the hell was that?
I don't know. I've never even heard Daniel raise his voice.
Sense, man. Creepy little fuckers.
Yeah, you ain't wrong about that. I've seen enough Aliens movies. In fact, I've seen all of them. I've even seen all the ones that people don't like. And, like, working Joes never work out, all right? Never trust a synth or an android if you're involved in any part in the Aliens universe. Never trust them. They're always up to something. They're always bad. Like, they always seem to be Weyland Yutani's backup plan for making sure, like...
What a mess.
Fuck! Incoming!
Hold still, Oh no.
What?
Its blood is some kind of acid.
Fuck. What kind of blood type is that? Keep your distance, Marines. Latimer, you fit to move?
I'm not dying here.
All right, let's get off this damn station.
All right, so when a xenomorph dies, there's a chance it explodes into an acid burst, causing damage to nearby Marines. You can walk and shoot at the same time, so keep moving in an opposing direction if they're coming at you. Gotcha. So, like, she's, like, super wounded. Oh, and she's actually got, like, individual wound zones, too, like the leg, the arm, so on and so forth. So her movement speed is down. Do I have first aid options? I don't look like I have first aid options, and it feels like we're missing 2 squad members here if I'm looking. So I'm guessing we probably have a medic on the way or, like, a corpsman or something like that. All right, let's keep moving. Oh, she actually limps, too. Cool. Okay, like that a lot. Like that a lot. That's a nice little detail.
Latimer mobile, ASAP. I'll break open the medkit.
All right, so we can select a wounded Marine, and we can just say to first aid kit him. I don't know where we see that we have... Oh, the top of the screen. Okay, I see our med kits up there.
Ah! Ruiz, you're making it worse!
Hey, shh, don't be such a baby. There you go. You ain't pretty, but that ship sailed long ago.
Gee, thanks.
Come on, Aveline. Come on, Aveline, you will be all right. Let's keep it moving. Eyes up, eyes up. All right. So it looks like we're just trying to get out of here in escape pod. Yes, they are. We should probably... a shotgun blast.
They're too close! Switch to sidearms!
Those things are handy for close encounters.
I like that they found a way to rotate in the shotgun blast, or the shotgun from Aliens. Like in the actual movie, if you've never seen Aliens before, one of the Marines has like a pistol grip shotgun that's like against regulations that he keeps on him at all times. And anyways, that's what they're referencing right there with the shotgun ability to knock the alien back. Oh, we have stress levels too. So your overall representation of stress that you've accumulated, a high number of stress indicates that it is increasing more rapidly. Yeah, I would bet. I mean, this guy right here got crushed by a high school locker. That's pretty stressful. Dude, you know this thing's gonna jump out. I kind of want to put on suppressive fire for this big bay door right here.
Hell of a time for a migraine.
Seriously, Sarge? What's up with you?
Move! Now! We're in danger!
Oh.
Ah!
Sergeant Harper, pull it together! We have to leave!
Yeah, I heard you. Corporal Hunslet, get your ass down here! Hot evac!
All right. Air Hunslet inbound. Have your boarding passes ready.
All right, so now we have to use everything we've earned in order to survive. Unfortunately, I don't really have, where does it want me to suppressive fire at? Just on the door, maybe?
Reading multiple contacts. Closing fast.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Now I've got my motion detector. All right, fall back, fall back, fall back.
More of them are coming!
Good kill, good kill. Everybody reload, everybody reload. Rap, tack, bang, boys. We got another wave coming on in. Luckily, we got new magazines up inside the blicky, so we're good to go. That one almost made it, though. That kind of worried me.
Would you look at that?
Hell, she's taking a pounding.
Otago, this is Harper. Do you copy? Hunslet, can you get us aboard?
No way, Sarge. Between the debris and the decaying orbit, death trap.
Damn it. At least those platforms are leaving us alone.
They're designed for planetary quarantine, but Lethe has to remain operational. Low orbit is considered safe, but beyond that, it's a dead zone. Cerberus will shut down everything attempting to go through, in both directions.
Cerberus, huh? You seem to know a lot about it.
I know everything about it. I'm Pioneer Station. That's my job.
Yeah, you know why I decided to turn the Otago into scrap metal?
I don't know. Systems failure, maybe? You saw the state of the station. Shit, there she goes.
Fuck, follow her down, Hunslet.
No problem. Fireball like that's hard to miss.
Welcome home, Harper. You like what I've done with the place?
Martinez! It's good to see you, Sarge.
Sergeant Martinez, is your communication system working?
It's online, but we're only picking up static. These colonies sure have a relay problem. But who's asking?
Meet Deputy Administrator Hayes from Pioneer. Where's Captain Cochran? There's shit going down on that station like you wouldn't believe.
Gone. The whole command staff's gone. You're it.
Me? You made Sergeant before I did. You've got seniority.
Yeah, sure, but these are the captain's orders, as in the deathbed kind. So this shit's all yours. He insisted. If you want me, I'll be in the armory, seeing what survived the crash.
Yeah, do that. I have a feeling we're gonna need it. Hayes, you better come with me. Ah, damn. What do we do now?
We don't know what is happening on the surface of this planet. McDonald, my boss, he sure didn't. We have to get in contact with someone if we hope to get out of this mess.
I hate to rain on your parade, but the Otago's shithoused. Even if it wasn't, how do we get out past those Cerberus platforms?
Well, they'll stop a ship, but not a signal. If we create our own relay, perhaps we could broadcast from low orbit, just in case a ship passes by.
You want to create a sort of satellite? We're not a pirate radio station, Deputy Administrator.
Or we could contact Pharaoh's Spire. Director Price needs
You heard
to-
Martinez. The relays on this rock could be down for good. You want to send a message? Get out and start walking already.
There has to be something we can do.
Maybe there is. But I'm not seeing it.
So you're gonna sit here and do nothing?
Like hell. After what happened up there, regs are clear. We're on an alert footing. There could be a hostile biomorph loose on Lethe. So we've got civvies in danger and no way to contact them, right?
What about Otago's short-range frequency receiver?
Yeah, that could work. For now.
That doesn't solve our broadcasting problem. We have to
You
warn the
find a
people.
way we can do that, then maybe we can talk about making that happen. Until then, we save everyone we can. We're Marines. That's the job. You want to help? Get familiar with this ship. What's left of it, anyway.
All right, so we got a few more. There was a whole bunch of tutorial stuff that they threw at us again right there. So I went ahead and edited it out one more time. This is the Otago. We've landed on the planet, and now we need to go to various locations to rescue civvies and do all that kind of stuff. We have a mission ready to go, but this place is comprised, from what I've seen so far, of a workshop where we can use materials recovered during missions to craft weapons and upgrade them. We've got the command deck, which is where we send people out on missions. We've got the medical quarters, which is where all of our wounded Marines go. And then we have our laboratory, which is where we perform research to get new things that we can craft. So very much kind of like an XCOM gameplay loop here. And the first time you go into each one of these, they give you a solid 2 or 3 minute video where you're meeting new characters that are running your various departments. For now, let's get into a fight. We've got the Dead Hills over here. There are 14 objectives and 19 data pads. Oh, wow. So these are like free roam areas, I'm guessing, if there's 14 objectives here. Let's go ahead and build out our squad.
Uploading mission data.
So there's all of our Marines. They all definitely have like that 1980s action movie feel to them, where they've all got, beards and backwards hats and things of that nature that usually wouldn't fly inside the military. So we have a number of people that are not good. So, like, what is going on right here? Like, we've got conspirator, coward, clumsy, and bad luck. Do we have anything good happening? Let's bring a couple of med kits with us, just in case. And then we'll bring a couple of tools with us, too, I think. Is that the best I can do for right now? It's not even letting me fiddle with anything. We're kind of on the rails right now. I wanted to mouse over and figure out what those red perks meant so that I could play around it and kind of feel it out, but I get the feeling we're still kind of in that tutorialization phase.
All right, Marines, listen up. I know we're hurting, but we got us a go mission. We've pulled in a partial signal from the settlement of Dead Hills. We don't know exactly what's happening there, but after what we've seen on Pioneer, we can't take any risks. We'll start by securing the landing control zone. From there, we'll take a look around, see what's going on. Keep your eyes open for survivors. Be ready for a firefight. Even a bad day can get worse.
Okay.
Marines, welcome to the New World Order. I'll be running tactical from the ARC, while Hayes runs support from the Otago. Administrator Hayes, are you settled in up there?
I think so. This tech's old, but I can work with it.
Don't let Corrigan hear you say that. Okay, standard recon. Get the perimeter gate open, and let's see what's going down in this burg.
On it.
All right, so let's break this thing open.
All right, let's see what's in there.
Pulse rifles ready to go. Everybody guns up.
Administrator, did we receive anything more from Sheriff Souza?
Not a word. I don't like this.
Roger that. Squad lead. Sounds like our first task is to secure the landing control zone. If things go south, fall back to the ARC and let the big guns do the talking. Do you hear?
Move on!
All right, well,
Run a bypass. Let's get in there.
Copy.
okay. Some Marines encountered locked doors. Every Marine class can unlock doors. Gotcha. Get on it. We got movement. I don't hear any boom noises, so I think we're solid.
Access granted.
Double time!
I'm trying to find if there's a key I can hold down.
No sign of movement from up here. Do you see anything?
Not a soul. Place is a real ghost town.
Don't you worry none, Sarge. You've got a squad of big, strong Marines to keep you safe.
Okay, we got +1 tools right there. Good to see, good to see. I don't really want to weld that. No, that doesn't seem helpful. So we got another door back here too. I keep looking for like a Baldur's Gate style key that I can hold down, like tab or alt or shift or something that'll show me all the interactables. I don't think there is one though. I think you kind of just have to figure it out. Oh, your flashlight highlights interactables. Oh, that's kind of innovative. Like, I kind of dig that, right as I was thinking and asking about it. So apparently if you flashlight something, it paints it so that you know it's interactable. I actually sort of dig that because it encourages your characters to actually make use of the flashlight mechanic. And since the game has, like, suitable lighting to where it's not ridiculously, you know, unbelievably dark, I was thinking to myself, like, when am I going to use the flashlight? You know what I mean? This is when you're going to use the flashlight.
Satellite communications access looks intact, which is more than can be said for the operator.
No answers here. Looks like he killed himself.
Guy must have hated his job.
Don't we all?
If you're done, how about getting me plugged in?
On it. Accessing terminal.
What's up with that door right there? Why does it have little pips? Does that mean I can break the lock or something?
Establishing satellite uplink. Stand by. Stand by. Stand by. Link established.
Looks like someone put the colony on lockdown.
You know how long it'll take to burn through every door in the complex?
If you can get to the township HQ, you should be able to shut off emergency status. That'll open up the doors. I can also scan for the settlers' personal data transmitters from there.
Okay, squad, you heard the lady. We'll get this door unwelded and continue our path towards the colony headquarters.
All right.
Cut that door open!
Break out the old fusion cutter. Oh, that was quick. You got through there. Man, future technology. All right. Dude, during the tutorial, like the administrator, she welds shut a door when they're teaching you how to, like, survive when xenomorphs are running around. And the texture that they used for the weld going down the door, like I used to work in construction, the texture for the weld is like I've seen welders that have been welding for like 30 years that don't weld that texture so perfectly, you know what I mean? Like, it was one of the most gorgeous welds that I've ever seen in my life, and considering welding is a very difficult skill that it takes you like an entire lifetime to do like a beautiful weld that looks incredible, it was just funny that like a pencil-pushing administrator did like a perfect weld their first time.
Use C4 to clear the wreckage.
Oh, we can demo that? Okay.
Roger. Planting C4.
Yeah, we might want to be away from the plastique.
Get down, it's gonna blow.
Come on, team.
I don't know how far away to get.
Well, don't know we're here now. Come on, team.
All right, eyes up. Keep the flashlights looking around. We've only got one direction to focus on, so that makes this simple.
Move on!
You know what this reminds me of?
We don't know it was those creatures. Could be an uprising, could be anything. Stay frosty, Marines.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what if everybody here went all pig's head on a stick when things started falling apart a few days ago? And now it's just like Lord of the Flies out here, you know what I mean? Like they're throwing fat kids off of cliffs and stuff. Like, just saying, man, you never know. I don't think we can really do anything with the door back here. All right, I took a wrong turn. If I was looking at my actual grid, I would have known that I had taken a wrong turn too.
Come on, team.
Animation's a little bit stiff on the Marines. When they're walking, they look pretty good. When they're running or when they're like getting ready to point fire at like a high ready, they look a little bit stiffer. I noticed a little bit of stiffness in the tutorial when like the xenomorphs were killing people and stuff too. Like maybe you weren't supposed to zoom in too hard on the animation.
What the hell is that? Looks like some kind of skin.
Did they not teach you about biohazards in the USCM? Don't touch it!
You done? Good. Marines, there's something in here with us. It doesn't take a genius to guess at what. Stay sharp.
Okay. So we've got another barricade we can C4 down over there. This looks like a dead end to me, but I'm gonna go check it for loot real quick just in case. When do I get the guy with the smart gun? That's what we need, is we need the smart gun, man.
Move on.
Looks like I might be able to go around the outside rather than blasting my way through the barricade. Yep, feels way more efficient to me. Let's save some ammunition. We don't have that many reloads. Apparently we only brought like 3 magazines with us. Yeah, we only brought 3 magazines with us. You'd assume you'd bring a few more for this, man. I think my buddy in the army said he had 1 in the M4 and 6 in his vest. That gives 3 more than the Colonial Marines are setting out, man. Budget cuts, bro.
Guys, I have a bad feeling about that.
Come on, you've watched too many movies. It was built by the way you. It'll hold. Get upstairs.
Roger.
I don't know, man. This whole situation feels like maybe it's not the best vote of confidence in Wayu. That's all that I'm saying.
Get out of here, now!
Fantastic. Why did it catch on fire?
Lift's fracked. Nearly took us with it. We'll need another way out.
Told you. Frickin' told you.
Did they make the whole thing out of like charcoal and nitroglycerin? Like, why did a big metal elevator explode after falling 1 floor?
Hurry up, you slugs!
Probably don't want to weld it. We probably just want to get in here.
You should be able to deactivate lockdown.
Roger.
Okay, lots of dead guys to search. Alright, nothing on that one. We got a data pad over there, a couple of consoles. Let's snag the data pad real quick.
Hey, I found something. Looks like a data pad.
Alright, data pad recovered. Is that going to be a voice log? Okay, we'll worry about that later. I'm sure it's probably got relevant information that I'll need to play properly, because that always seems to be the case when I skip a readable because they're long and I'm trying to like get impressions done. But yeah, so far controls feel snappy. I like the integration of the flashlight mechanic to eliminate just having like a sort of gamey key press. That actually makes the finding of loot more immersive. It means that your Marines have like noticed it while flashlighting around, and I sort of dig that. I like the integration of that right there. Gunshot sounds sound all right. They sound iconic. They've done a good job with the level design and the lighting so far. Animation's a little tiny bit stiff while generally moving around. Lip syncing felt a little off, but honestly, I don't really care about lip syncing being off. That's never been a thing that's really bothered me.
For that, I'll need the sector map. Go ahead and find it.
Okay, so we're deactivating the lockdown. It said our inventory was full, so we couldn't pick that up, so I'm guessing it's another tool. Since we're full up on that, we'll keep flashlighting while we move down the hallway. We got another dead end over here, so let's go ahead and take a look inside the cubicle, see if he's got anything for us. Nothing. Not a damn thing. All right, guys.
Hurry up, squad.
So that's our map table over there. We got anything else hidden in like the back corridors over here?
Come on, team.
Looks like that's sealed shut, and I can't get in through there, so server room's not going to be accessible. Lockdown's coming up, though, so that's good. Go ahead and get the planetary whatever. All right, so sector maps allow your squad to cover a map of the sector. For one tool, you can reveal the layout. Okay, do it. Yep, give me the layout. Perfect. Oh, this is a mining colony.
I'm reading 7 signals with vitals. Wait, one's right inside the room.
Hey, you in the locker! My trigger finger's itching, so come out. But come out friendly-like, yeah? Don't shoot! Don't shoot! I just don't feel so good. Calm down. We're not going to hurt you. What happened here? It got me. It got me like the others.
It got him? What does he mean?
All right, settle him down. I had something on my face, and then...
Shoot him!
What the hell?
Ceasefire! Ceasefire! Screw that! I'm out!
He said something latched onto his face. I've seen that. It's what happened to McDonald and the others on Pioneer. I think these creatures use us as incubators.
What the hell are you talking about?
The creatures on Pioneer, the thing we just saw, they're the same. One grows from the other. That's probably why we found that skin down there.
So we could be seeing a lot more of them here? How many?
What's the population of Dead Hills? I'd start there and hope for better.
Shit, man. I don't like that. Great. That's just great.
Securing from emergency lockdown. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
South door is open. Stay alert, Marines. These things can attack us from every direction now.
And I bet that they will, too.
Move on.
Seems pretty immersive so far. That's the number one word I would use to describe it, though, is I have been immersed. Despite the fact that, like, the first hour of the game is basically, like, heavy cinema, like you're watching videos for a big chunk of it and then playing the game for like 30 seconds in between like 5-minute videos. It all seems to be voice acted and done with a lot of respect towards a universe that I care about. A lot of people like Alien. I was always a fan of Aliens. I like the second movie because like the colonial Marines fight back, you know what I mean? That's kind of, it matches up with my personality type, not a runner. I want to fight back. Give me them, even if I'm going to go down, give me a means to go down swinging. That's just how I was brought up. And so, like, I like it when I have the ability to fight back a little bit, and the Colonial Marines bring that in spades. But let's take a look at the options real quick, because we're getting towards the end of the video here. In our graphics options, everything has been kind of reduced down to basically batches. So we do have anti-aliasing in here. It doesn't look like we have anisotropy, so that's more than likely folded on into some other tab here. But we do have shadows, we do have foliage, we do have shading that we can play around with. But what is comprised inside of each of these, I tend to prefer it be a little tiny bit more granular so that I can sort of mess with volumetrics or whatever else it is very specifically while leaving other things untouched. Inside of our display settings, it looks like we have a large number of languages. I'll just go through so that you can see if yours is on there. Everything from Polish to Russian to German. So, you know, if you saw your language in there, you're good to go. Display modes, it looks like we have full screen, and we have, oh, that was my bad right there, and we have windowed mode, but it's not windowed full screen. Okay. I don't know what AMD Fidelity FX Super Resolution is. It appears to be some kind of rendering engine or some kind of rendering encoder or something like that. We've also got our display resolutions over here. You can change around the resolution scale. We do have vertical sync for people that have monitors that are prone to tearing. And then we have gamma down here, which you can fiddle with just in case you don't like your game super dark. And we do have color blindness settings for accessibility. Very nice to see. Inside of our volume splitter, a lot of nice little options right here. They've got it split up quite well, and you can adjust the UI sounds if you want. Only thing I see is maybe unit barks. I'd like to be able to turn off unit barks because I'm not a big unit bark guy. After you've heard them the first 897 times, like, yes sir, like I don't need to hear that anymore. So maybe the ability to turn off unit barks unless I missed it, but don't see it. And so we've got all of our different zoom settings in here. We've got camera move. This is basically all related to like controller vibrations, slow motion. We've got dynamic tutorials, so it only pops up when you see things. Basically like quality of life stuff inside of here that you can fiddle around with. We can also go to the controls, and it looks like everything is fully re-key bindable, which is a check a-roonies. The fact that we can turn on controller vibration in here too also implies that the game is going to have controller support, so that's good. I took a look to make sure that the game doesn't have any weird third-party kind of like DRMs or anything. It seems to be nice and clear, and so for now, I'm going to withhold judgment on the game. I don't think we've seen enough. There was actually a lot more cinematics here to get through than I thought that there would be, and so I don't think we've seen enough gameplay to really make a conclusive yell as of right now. I'm going to stream the game throughout the week. We'll make up our minds then, okay? Make sure you drop on into the Discord. I'll ping it probably on Tuesday when I decide to go live after this video goes up. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games. Today we were not playing an indie game, but we were playing around with aliens.
Harper, what am I looking at?
Yeah, that's not good.
Point maybe?
You think this is how those things got in? Squad lead, deploy a field spotter. I want to know if anything comes out of this hole.
Okay. It looks like we've got another little skill here too. I love all the little gadgets and stuff, dude. Just love all the little gadgets. So is it just like a little survey scanner that just tells us if there's any movement?
Motion tracker deployed.
Nice work, team.
All right.
Comes out of there, we'll get a reading. Now let's get back to those survivors.
As I was saying, so far I don't think we've seen enough of the game for me to make a real call. Keep in mind that any thoughts that I gave you were just about the first hour or so of the game, and so this is not a full-on review, just a little bit of gameplay, just a little bit of footage with me pointing out things that I notice that might help you along if you're trying to make a decision. Today we were not playing indie games, but I don't like very many things in life, and Alien is one of the things that I really, really, really like, and so it's been amazing for me lately to see so many things be added to kind of like the Giger world of lore in the video game world. I really enjoyed the Left 4 Dead game that was Aliens. I really enjoyed Alien Isolation. I'm actually enjoying myself with this one right now too. I want to get further on into it and play around with it, but we'll do that on stream. I'll see y'all later, and thank you for giving me the luxury of your time. Bye, folks.
Move on!